Tell them we want all the toilet paper now. Tell them.
The Lord Humongous, the warrior of the wasteland, the Ayatollah of rock and roller.
Prepare to open your gates and hand over all of your toilet paper. If you do not comply, you will be put upon a pike like these two toilet paper scoundrels and put to death immediately. If you do not possess toilet paper, you must hand over Moneygram shares, XRP coins, Ripple IPOs, whatever you may have that we can wipe our bums upon. Comply now.
Welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. I'm your host, that old Common Sense Crypto guy, with a Sunday night rundown of Moneygram, XRP, cryptocurrency in general. Been a little while since I made a video because I can't seem to make one without going off on a political rant. Yes, I made a few videos last week. No, I did not upload any of them because I keep getting sidetracked by this coronavirus thing. I'm going to try to keep this on point. You can buy Moneygram maybe for $1.40 in the morning. It has gone down since the closing on Friday. Overall, it is down in the 40-something% range right now, which is not that bad compared to most stocks. Most stocks, a lot of them are down in the 60% range. Just crazy. Right now, you can buy a growing company for possibly $1.40 a share in the morning. To put that in perspective, I owned GM shares, and the second they said they were declaring bankruptcy, the shares were still worth $2. Companies like JCPenney's, I don't even know if they are open anymore, are still worth $1 right now. This company is growing, and you can buy shares at $1.40. They closed at $1.48 Friday. After hours, it went all the way down to $1.40. You could possibly get in at $1.40 or even cheaper, because when it opens tomorrow, Monday, it is going to go lower. It looks like everything's going to go down a bit tomorrow. Maybe investors are not happy about the steps taken to control coronavirus. There's been reports of more cases, and it makes people scared, and they just sell everything in sight when they get scared. It's just humans. There's a lot of humans out there that's how they operate. They operate off of fear. And this is why there's a lot of winners and a lot of losers. It's yin and yang. It's how the world works. We would never be able to buy a Moneygram share for $1.48 if there weren't people out there that were scared of, anything that happens. They're scared. They pull their money out immediately. They don't trust banks. They don't trust anybody. Some people believe that cash will be useful for them even if the economy goes to nothing. Even if the dollar has no value anymore, they think as long as it's in their hand that it will have a value. But I'm going to try to not go off on a rant on that. That's a whole separate video. People that don't trust banks for weird reasons. All right, so here's why I'm saying this is a growing company. Well, first off, we got a little bit of news here. John D. Stoneham to resign. I don't think this is a big deal. This is just somebody he didn't do a bad job or nothing like that. Don't want to spend much time on the story because I'm trying to keep this video short. The longer I stay on here, the more of a chance there is I'll go off on a political rant. I don't think any of my viewers want to see that or hear that. Oh, what we got is Moneygram to consumer digital business growth continues to accelerate. U.S. outbound transactions for Moneygram branded online achieved triple-digit transaction growth of 101%. through February to year to date, and 37% revenue growth over the same period, which is an acceleration from 8% revenue growth in the fourth quarter of 2019. International transactions for MoneyGram Online achieved 116% year-over-year growth and revenue growth of 70% February year to date, which is also an acceleration from what was previously reported. And I know what you're saying. This is, what about coronavirus times? Well, it's being reported that these trends are continuing in March. That's important. If MoneyGram continues to tread water in March, there's no telling where we are going when we come out of this. Anybody that watches my channel knows that I believe that this is a $6 stock at least, and I still believe that. I believe it's a $20 stock. I believe by midsummer it would have been $20 without coronavirus. But, if you want to watch my previous videos, you will get an earful of my opinions on MoneyGram. And I think right now the numbers show that this company is holding up well. It has not lost as much as its peers have. And we are still getting good news on this company. We sell XRP as soon as we receive it, says MoneyGram on Ripple incentive payments. Why wouldn't they? What blows my mind is that MoneyGram receiving incentive payments from Ripple in XRP and going through an SEC evaluation at the same time, how this is not huge news is beyond me. I do not understand it. Unbelievably, MoneyGram received payments from Ripple in XRP. Literally, they were paid in XRP. They asked the SEC if they could classify it as revenue. The SEC said, no, you have to classify it as something else. But that's not what is important to me. What is important is that the SEC said, yes, XRP is a legitimate payment. We have no problem with it. So it seems to be huge that a publicly traded company was paid in XRP, and the SEC had no problem with it. That's huge to me. I don't know why it's not bigger news. But that's a whole nother rant for a whole nother day, I guess. MoneyGram told the block that it sells XRP as soon as it receives it from Ripple. Two other major clients of Ripple, PNP Bank and GoLance, also confirmed to the block that they receive incentives from Ripple. And this is what we talked about in a previous video. Anytime you have a new technology and you're expecting a company that's set in its ways to adopt this new technology, you're going to have to incentivize that company to do so. Large companies do not adopt new technology whenever they are set in their ways on old technology and they are comfortable. They know what their margins are going to be. They don't understand why they need to change. You have to show them why they should change. And one way that you show them is to help them pay for the infrastructure to make things like this happen. That is what Ripple is doing. It is an excellent plan. And at the same time, MoneyGram has been able to sell the XRP they've received and make a little money on top of it. This is all good news. There's nothing bad here at all. And I got no problem with it. Let's see what else we got. But yeah, that's what I got. I'm trying to keep this rant free, political opinion free, straight to the point. Just MoneyGram and XRP in general. Of course, we got Bitcoin that is bouncing around like crazy. I'm kind of wishing I could get into the $2,000 range for a Bitcoin because I really want a whole Bitcoin. I just can't seem to get down into a price range where I could pull it off. Hopefully this coming week, I hate to see things go down, but maybe I could get down into the $2,000 range and I could pick up a Bitcoin. We've got XRP at 15 cents right now. I still think XRP is a 30-cent coin all day long. I think you could double your money on that too when we come out of this coronavirus pandemic or whatever they're calling it. But that's what I got. Like and subscribe, ring the bell. Common Sense Crypto out.